Snakes perch over their prey. Snakes lie in wait for their food to feel cozy and safe. And once the snake's meal feels that danger has passed, the snake drops in for an extreme finish. If you follow Japanese mythology and the Beyblade X scene, Orochi Cluster is based on the Yamato no Orochi, or the Serpent of Death in Japanese mythology. Orochi Cluster is the result of a fan-made design submitted to Koro Comics in December 2024 and released in November 2025. This makes the blade a little rare and difficult to get, but I had to get this thing solely based on its design. On this channel, I like to do extensive testing, because I like to torture myself spinning things. But I also like data, and data helps to figure out what could be some of the serpent's best parts. So, after having conducted over 800 test battles, here's what I found. However, if you just want the quick rundown, check out the timestamps in the description. I'll be sad if you do, but it's okay. Leave your combo builds in the comments and any future blades or battles you want to see from me, and please like and subscribe for more Beyblade content. Anyways, on with the video. First, I'll quickly go over the blade's mechanics. Orochi has two ways it can beat opposing bays. One of its ways focuses on strong, powerful bites, and the other way is using its poison to slowly chip at an enemy's stamina. Orochi's powerful bite function like a batter hitting a baseball. A quick look at baseball swing mechanics show us that batters hit a baseball in an oval arc. So, I bring this up because of Orochi's shape. And because of its shape, this means that, like a batter, Orochi's strikes need to be timed. In other words, I think Orochi is designed as your home run hitter, so my testing focused on that. Now before I get to what I did, I'd like to thank this channel sponsor. Me. JK. It's actually you, the viewer. Thank you for being interested in hearing me yap. I really appreciate it. Anyways, here's what I did. Quick side note, all data is available in the description. Now my tests were broken up into 3 phases. Phase 1 and 2 were benchmarking phases to find the best combos that could beat the current meta's best, Wizard Rod 160 Hexa. I conducted 330 tests in Phase 1, where I used Low Rush as a benchmark to reflect the goal of my build. The bit, however, performed poorly in raw testing with a flat string launch, so testing was redone on the bit in Phase 2 to better reflect how Low Rush is in actual battles. However, I want to mention here that 160 Low Rush actually performed extremely poorly in Phase 1. The first draft of the script told me that something was off though, so with that feeling and because the build was the most in line with my thoughts on Orochi, I carried it on to Phase 2. In Phase 2, 14 combos emerged from Phase 1, leaving me with 140 battles, which thank God, because in my last video, I had 330 test battles against Wizard Rod. Click here if you want to see that video. Now, 6 combos emerged from Phase 2, which were then tested in Phase 3. In Phase 3, those 6 combos were pitted against 6 other meta options, these being Shark 170 Low Rush, Wyvern 960 Kick, Dragoon 560 Elevate, Clock 755 Ball, Wolf 960 Free Ball, and Mummy 760 Wedge, which meant 360 tests in the phase and 830 tests overall. I told myself I wouldn't have that many test battles again, but I ended up having to do the same amount as my Mummy Curse build. Anyway, coming out of Phase 3, the results were more unexpected than I thought they would be. But here are the 6 combos that made it here. 160 Low Rush, 960 Jolt, 560 Low Rush, 560 Level, 760 Level, and 660 Jolt. The build philosophy here is important, so I categorized the 6 builds based on their philosophy. 660 Jolt, 760 Level, and 960 Jolt represent the build's balanced variants. Pause here if you want to take a look at those stat lines. 960 Jolt did the best among the 3, as the little bit of defense versus the little bit of stamina the other 2 had helped Orochi better handle the PKO from its hits. 560 Level and 560 Low Rush represented more aggressive options, while having slightly more stamina than the balanced options. Both performed similarly. However, the more aggressive option, 560 Low Rush, had a better win rate. Which brings me to the most aggressive variant, 160 Low Rush. This was the only combo to have a positive point average and the closest to winning more often than losing in Phase 3, which provided me with the evidence that harping on Orochi's aggression was the correct direction for this blade. However, I'll take some time here to discuss the results based on matchups. Against Mummy, Wolf, Clock, and Cobalt Dragoon, more balanced builds reduced Orochi's effectiveness, whereas the more aggressive options created a recipe for high point balance. This result flipped when looking at the Wyvern and Shark matchups, where the better LAD builds that lean toward balance helped the blade stay upright longer than the more aggressive option. Now, if you skip to the end, please like this video, leave a comment down below about what builds you think could work, or anything you'd like to see in future videos, and subscribe. It really helps. But here's the rundown. Based on my testing, 160 Low Rush was the best combo, followed by 960 Jolt, then 560 Low Rush, and 560 Level tied for third. 160 Low Rush leaned into Orochi's aggressiveness, leading to quick finishes for high points. 960 Jolt, the best balanced option, gave the option to play aggressive while also being an effective late game destabilizer. So as I said in the beginning, I wanted an effective combo based on Orochi's powerful bite. And I found it. Orochi's 8 heads are what gives the blade the ability to destabilize, whereas its shape gives it the ability to hit home runs. The blade tuned for more balance struggled against bays that were a gram or more heavier than it, and bays that were good at absorbing its force, and in turn, delivering a strong recoil. Leaning into its aggressiveness though, gives Orochi the highest chance to succeed. To summarize everything in this video, testing revealed that Orochi's 2 mechanics are synergy. While biting opposing bays gave Orochi the best outcome, my testing showed that the matchup dictates Orochi's success. In fact, Orochi's 8 heads gives you the option to decide. Will you let Orochi eat or be eaten? Thank you for watching. Please leave any comments down below and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more analytical Beyblade content or general Beyblade shenanigans.